Rav Tzadok in the Parshah of Tzadok, Parshas Titzaveh, and Tzadok, Rav Tzadok explains, we don't find Moshe Rabbeinu in this Parsha, and, first of all, he told Hashem, if you don't want to spare the Jewish people, then erase me from your book. So Hashem erased him from this Parsha. It's one simple mahalach. The Medrash seems to imply that this Parsha, Titzaveh, means Moshe Rabbeinu gave a command from his own volition, as it were. You command. Usually it's Hashem said, he doesn't say Titzaveh, he says Tzav. I'm telling you to command. The Medrash seems to say that Titzaveh means you give command. So the Tzadok explains it very, very beautifully. He said, you have to know that Moshe Rabbeinu, he brought the Erev Rav. They bring in the Erev Rav, made them do the Egel. They did the Egel, everything fell to pieces. She says, Memela.
I'm sorry. Where is it?
On the table, I think.
Okay,
In the kitchen. Yeah. Memela, what that means is, right? What that means is that that things fell to pieces, right? Things fell to pieces. The Egel came and everyone fell away. We know that. I like to mention this beautiful kehunah. I guess we won't do it very quickly, but like the beautiful kehunah. The kehunah asks, why is it Tshuva to Titzaveh? And Vayakab B'Kudi seems to be repeat one to the other. The only difference you seem to see there is that Vayakab B'Kudi seems to be to like actualize. It's like you're doing, and Tshuva Titzaveh is just giving a tzivui. But why do you need a tzivui and then say do it? Just do a tzivui and do it. Give a commandment and do it. So the way the kehunah puts it very, very wonderfully and beautifully, the kehunah says, you don't understand, we're building a bigdei mikdash within themselves. Somebody mentioned this last week, I don't remember. Then they finished themselves, first of all, on the level. Then things fell to pieces, and then they had to build a bigdei mikdash physically in this world. And we'll see already what that means. What does it help to build it physically? What is it? What's the manifestation? What does it mean? Well, we'll talk about probably within the next few weeks. Beautiful Nasan, there's unbelievably beautiful things that he says about what is it means to Mishkan. And so you're bringing the Shekhinah into yourself, into your heart, into who you are. So we'll talk about it as Hashem. But the Tzadok says something different. The Tzadok says that they would have built the Mikdash anyway, but the bigdei kehunah would not have been necessary. He says bigdei kehunah in our Parshah, shemen, hamischa, and kohanim in general were only necessary because the Erev Rav blew it. We had this egel. We did not protest, so everything fell to pieces. That's what he says. So that's what he says. And therefore, Moshe Rabbeinu, because he brought an Erev Rav, he's the one who has to definitely command these words, these inyanim. He says, and that's the union of what we're taught. That's our basic parsha. That's what the Heidegger something explains. That's how he explains. And that's a little, and that's the beginning of the ketores as well. The ketores is a very big or. The ketores is to change the bad to good, all these beautiful things. Like the Ramais also, it's a big part. Like the chelban, you include the chelban and you kind of you deal with it. It doesn't seem to be the pashtus that we would necessarily needed that. We need it because there's still there's still this evil that has to be dealt with. That's the beginning of the chelban and changing it around to good. So that's also a part of this concept and this idea. This, the ketores from lashon kesher, person kush l'shav. Mentioned this, right? It means to be kush. You're connecting. You're connecting. That's what the ketores is. And you have the ketores. You have to have a minion. You have a good minion. Kivyochel. There's a story with was it Chaim Sonnenfeld? Someone came to Chaim Sonnenfeld, and he said, "I want to be part of your minion." So Sonnenfeld knew this person from his perspective, and he was a person who was very kindly disposed towards people. But this guy was not really on the level who he wanted his minion. So he's like, they were getting together 10 people. He wanted that with someone on a higher level. More than 10 people is great, but sometimes you want to know who's in your minion, especially special people like him. So he's like, he was like not thrilled. So I said, what do you mean? It says the chelban. He says, okay, I'm a sinner, it's true, and I'm a knowing sinner. I know better. I should know better. I should do better. True, but hey, come on. It says the chelban. So this Chazon says, the chelban was the 11th. you have a good minion, then you bring the Russian. You can't have the Russian as 10 guys. It doesn't work that way. So again, I'm not going to debate the fact, being part of minion is a very big opportunity Jewish men have with 13. It's an incredible thing. We know that you can have the biggest 9 biggest hitters in history, right? Whoever they are, you have whoever you want, or Shach, all the biggest people in the world, and they have 9 people, and they need a 10th man, and you are available. You can enable them to say Kaddish and Kedusha and all these beautiful things. Like Runasan says, they don't have you. They're fixed. They're done. They're cooked. It's over. So they need you. You are an integral part of the whole minyan. You're an integral part of the whole Indian. The whole. You're doing a big thing. So, the Indian of transforming the bad to good. And again, the Ramchal talks about this brought in a lot of places. This idea, and what the ketores is its own. There's a lot to say about it, But again, it's on a simple level. It means there's a kesher, and it's a way. It's a special secret that we know that Brooklyn is special secret, very very big thing that has tremendous kohos. So we have to really work very hard on this avoda of learning how to change the bad to good. I know Nussin's Nusach, he said you have to transform the gloom to joy. The anguish to joy. Learn how to change around. And to say, no, I'm going to be happy. Even within the difficulty. Hashem shall be zocha to the or of the Titzaveh, the or of fixing. The Gadol of the Kohen was the biggest thing, and the Kohen Gadol was like, right, Habaya, Adni, it's what Ramad Vali says, the biggest thing, the most incredible thing, and he brings, we were speaking before, that has the Kavanah made the clothing, made the Kedusha of the clothing, and the power of the person, the power of the person who is able to be zocha to imbue these bigdei kehunah. We know on Shabbos Kodesh, everybody says you're supposed to wear four garments that are special garments for Shabbos that parallels the Kohen Gadol's, the regular Kohen's clothing, because that's what Shabbos is. And on Shabbos we're zocha to the or. On some level, spiritually, we're wearing the same clothing, kiv yachol, whatever this means, I don't know, whatever it is, the same color, whatever this means, we're supposed to have in mind. It's unbelievable, this Shem Hashem, the big things. So we have a tremendous opportunity. It's always every parsha, it's shayach. So this week is fixing, part of this week is fixing the ego. Fixing the ego, training to bad to good, learning how to be a mamechas kohanim. That's what the Tzadok had said, right? That's what if we hadn't fallen, that's what he says here. We would have been mamechas kohanim, we wouldn't have needed. We don't require anything else. We don't need kohanim. We're kohanim. What happened? We fell to pieces. So the one last thing I want to say from Tzadok, despite the fact that we know that the kehunah is very, very great. The Rebbe wrote something, the Meir Shilach asked him, so why do Kohanim not say a special bracha on Shachar for Kohanim? So Tzadok says he can't say Shlo Yasam Yisrael because he's a Jew. He said, can he say Shlo Yasam Kohen? He has to be Zochah to become a Kohen. You have to be Zochah to be a Kohen is a big or. It's not Parshah. Big thing. And who knows if he's on that level or not? In the base of Medish again, so hopefully you get a special Siyat and Shmaya, but as it is, it's not so simple. So we have to understand, we have to realize, we have to be aware. We have to be aware that we have such, there's an Indian, there's an Indian of trying as much as you can to be and to learn how to become the Melech's Kohanim. Like the Commander said, we don't know if we're on the level. We want to get to on the level. We're supposed to be striving for it. We're supposed to be working towards it. Hashem shall be zocheh to all these beautiful things in this holy parasha, to the or of fixing where we failed, or the hamischa that sanctified things, gave all these beautiful murdik iris, big things. The kehunah, the kehanim, all these good things that we have to do and connect to Hashem through this holy parasha.
What was the thing with the chelbana? How did we get that?
The chelbana smells bad. We put it in the ketores to fix even sinners. The Gemara says that if you don't have a sinner in your minyan, your minyan is deficient. That's what that person told us. He said, yeah, but there's already 10 people. So you have to dive with them on a fast or something, but that's what.
I have a question about